They really take me back. In time, that is. They're always showing me glimpses of the past, whether I want to see it or not. Oh, it's nice to have some peace. Oh, look, it's a comb, just lying on the beach. Just what you need if you're a beachcomber. I think I'm so funny. That's why my nickname is Jolly Roger. Of course, that's not my real name. Nobody still living knows my real name, except for me, and for maybe you, if you stick around and get to know me for a while. Oh, what a day! It couldn't be nicer. It's nice to take time to relax on the beach. Beach, beach, we're on the beach, beach. Beach, beach, we're on the beach, beach. All the sea creatures come out and scurry about, especially when the humans are gone. The beach is always much quieter. The beach comes alive with characters like Sam here.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy is a clam. Sammy is a clam. I bet you knew that. And there are resident crocodiles. Croc, croc, water for the croc, croc. Croc, croc, water for the croc, croc. The ever pesky parrots. Parrots, noisy, noisy parrots. Rock, rock, parrots, noisy, noisy parrots. Rock, rock. And the crabby crabs, who are very, crabby. Crab, crab, crabby, crabby, crab, crab. Crab, crab, crabby, crabby, crab, crab. You might even catch a glimpse of a mermaid. Mermaids, swimmy, swimmy mermaids. Mermaids, swimmy, swimmy mermaids. I know, mermaids are fictional. Maybe yes, maybe no. Aha! Oh, here come those lazy beach bums to stir things up. Beach bums, lazy, lazy beach bums. Beach bums, lazy, lazy beach bums. I'll just sit over here and mind my own business.
Avast, me hearty.
Ahoy, lass! Make ready.
Stand and fight, you scurvy coward.
Who are you calling a coward?
You can run, but you can't hide.
But I'm hiding, and you can't find me.
Alas, me ship.
You have a ship?
I shiver me timbers, bring the ship around, land ho. All right, mate. Capture the brat and bring it here to walk the plank.
Your mother wears pirate combat boots.
There she is. After her.
Take no prisoners.
Wait! I thought we were supposed to take prisoners.
Oh, yeah. Take the prisoners!
We have him!
Walk the plank! Walk the plank! Walk the plank! Walk the plank!
Quiet. Any last words, landlubber?
Yes. This isn't how real pirates walk the plank.
Yeah, but there aren't any real pirates. Yeah, this is make-believe.
This may be make-believe, but there were real pirates.
No, there weren't.
Yes, there were.
No, there weren't.
Yes, there were.
What? How do you know?
I know a lot about pirates.
Pirates are real, and so is their treasure. There were pirates on this very beach, and their ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, was anchored just off the Outer Banks.
What happened to them?
Why are you asking her? She's just some person sitting on a beach. She probably doesn't know anything about pirates.
You might be right there, lass. I don't know too much about all pirates, but I do know something about one pirate, and... Oh, do you know who that pirate is?
No.
Ha ha ha! Blackbeard, the meanest marauding buccaneer that ever sailed these waters. Some say he sails here still, but I don't believe in ghosts!
I don't believe in ghosts either.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts or pirates. This is all a lot of hogwash.
Oh, is it now? Then I guess you don't want to hear about the treasure.
Treasure?
Aye, the treasure. Once upon a time, a man named Edward Teach stood on this beach. He carried with him a treasure chest, and some say he buried it in this sand. Edward Teach on this beach! Oh, that rhymes. It would make a good song.
Tell us about the treasure.
Oh, what do I really know about pirate treasure? Not much. But ask me about Edward Teach.
Edward Teach?
Yes, Edward Teach. Stop! I don't want to see the past right now.
Too late.
Try to ask next time. Now, where was I?
Edward Teach?
Ah, yes, Edward Teach. You might know him better as Blackbeard the Pirate.
Oh, yeah.
Hundreds of years ago, Blackbeard and his crew, Bluebeard, Redbeard, Greybeard, Greybeard, Yellowbeard, and Peach Fuzz had just landed on this beach. They were looking for a place to hide their plunder from their latest conquest. A colder and blacker-hearted crew never sailed. It puts me in mind of a song they love to hear.
We did?
Yes, they did. And it goes like this.
Pirate's heart is black and cold, and a storm lights upon his brow. With a long storm wind and a man alive, with a shot laid across her bow. The pirate reached so hard to catch, makes a run for the leeward beach. From deep below, like the fountain flow, right the lust for the gold of tea.
They like the dollars, too.
Yes, yes, you! Follow me, boys!
He hides his gold that he stole so cold in the sand with a pirate curse. Let all be warned that a pirate's sworn not to look in that fellow's purse. I used to be one who is on the run and a scoundrel through and through. To him the chest be a bloody test, so we'll tell him what to do. What'll we do? Hold on, I'll tell ya. What lies down deep in a pirate's chest? If I lie, you can run me through. But a heart that's cold and a pirate gold isn't here, for I'll tell you true. That Blackbeard's cash is as sweet as sash is safe within his nest.
Hide the cash!
The treasure's lost, the crown and cross, and protected by Blackbeard's crest. Yes, the pirate's quest is like more the chest of the gold of flesh and bone. And their crew well lost, in that soul was rot, so the treasure's best left alone.
That was spooky. But what were you talking about?
Bones and gold and hearts?
Oh, it was nothing. It's just a time hundreds of years ago. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's just lying. Come on, guys.
Oh, wait, guys, I'll tell you another story.
Whatever.
Okay. It's okay if they don't believe her or not. I know what I know. I can't tell you how, but I do. I was such a youngster. Oh, what's this? The sea creatures come out and scurry about, especially when the humans are gone. The beach is always much quieter once the humans leave.
You told me to be quiet, so I'm being quiet.
You don't have to take me so literally. I only mean don't talk while I'm talking.
And when will that be?
What? You mean it doesn't
Well, they are surely crabby today.
Look who's talking. You're crabby every day.
Oh, very funny. You sure got him on that one. Grappler, I see footsteps on the beach. Try to protect the treasure.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just a family tradition.
Guarding the treasure like my grandpa and his grandpa back 1,000 generations.
He means guarding the treasured memories of his grandmother.
A mother friend of ours, Pearl. Pearl's mother.
Mother of Pearl.
Yeah, the treasure. Oops.
You'll give away the treasure. You know we're supposed to protect it.
I never said, but you're right. We don't have any treasure.
Or even know where to find any treasure. No golden coins.
Or silver necklaces.
Or cans of cat food. I really love cat food. I think it's a treasure.
Yes, the crabs take their job very seriously. Here we have King Crab,
Back away. Back away.
Hermit the Crab.
I'm not afraid to use these back, you fiends.
Oh, here's a good one, Peaky Toe Crab.
These are from their mermaids.
And finally, Sand Crab.
Get lost, you mermaid fiends.
All right, no need to be so crabby.
Why the nerve? We were having such a wonderful day. You're such crabs.
Oh, you certainly got me on that one.
And that's crabs with a K.
They have a point.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, it's just Sam.
The mermaids are right. You need to cool it.
Easy for you to say. You don't have a ton of home for that beating and getting touched by our ancestors.
I'm just saying.
Cheer up.
Right.
Hey, where's the treasure?
Aha! This way! Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha! 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 Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha!
Whew, ha ha ha. Thank goodness that bunch is gone. All right, Sam?
Right.
Oh, Sam and I go way back. We've both been sitting here for years. Years?
and years.
Just sitting here, soaking in the rays.
Years of sun.
You know, the sun can be dangerous if you get too much. You gotta cut back on your exposure by slapping on a shirt, slapping on some good sunscreen, slapping on a hat. That keeps us safe, right, Sam?
Yep. Stay safe from the sun. Slop, slap.
I bet it's just another way to stay healthy. I mean, it's hard to sunburn a plant, though.
Uh-oh, what's this?
Oh, what news, my parrot friends? Oh. Well, if I'm gonna give you all those crackers, you're gonna have to dance for it! Now shake your tail feathers. You shake them tail feathers. I'll shake them tail feathers. Turn a circle and stop. Watch me now, hey! Now shake them tail feathers. You shake them tail feathers. Oh, shake them tail feathers. Turn Yeah, shake them tail feathers, turn a circle and stop. Bring it on home, parents! Take a bow, parents, take a bow!
Flashback to hundreds of years in the past, to times of sailing ships, when pirates sailed the ocean blue.
Oh, stop making me relive the past!
Ah!
Did I say relive? I mean see the past. You queen. I'll tell the story. It's true, it is a formidable time of adventure and excitement. The crew of the pirate ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, is making merry. Huzzah! They are celebrating their good fortune, having just captured a ship full of cargo.
Well, crew, we captured that sloop, didn't we?
Yeah! We sure did! They didn't stand a chance. I danced a jig.
We captured all of her cargo, and we let the crew go.
I scared them off into the forest. No one messes with Blackbeard.
Yeah!
I'm fine.
Let's have a look at that plunder!
Alright, let's see what we have in our treasure chest.
Pearl necklace.
Ah, now we're talking. Gold doubloons.
What have we here?
Water?
Hey, lads, look, put that back. Here come the sailors now.
The sailors of the Royal Navy were all of a sudden out of a job. They were thinking about what to do next when they made the rash decision to go after the pirates and get back their ship. Oh, what were they thinking?
Ha ha ha! We're not afraid of a bunch of pirates, are we, boys? Why don't we just run them off and take back our ship and connect? They don't look that tough to me.
They snuck up on us when we weren't looking. That could never happen again. Are you with me?
I am still thinking about it.
Sailors are such pushovers!
Scallywags! This way, boys!
At which point the sailors changed their minds, apologized, and did the best to excuse themselves before things got ugly.
This was a nice get-together. Thank you very much.
I don't like being a sailor, homie. I'm in a better father. Thank you again. I can never enjoy myself more.
I might be interested in becoming a pirate.
Wait a minute.
Are you kidding? We're better off than just a bunch of pirates.
What a lovely party.
This is no party.
No.
Let's go home, boys! Sorry for the bummer. Have a nice day.
I don't think those sailors would make very good pirates.
You see, this pirate business is very confusing. You have the plundering,
I the plundering!
and the pillaging,
I the pillaging!
and the lifting heavy crates,
I the lifting heavy crates!
and the swabbing the deck, trimming the sails, and scrubbing the cabin.
I swabbing and trimming and scrubbing.
No trimming!
I don't want to!
No swabbing.
No lifting!
No scrubbing.
So it's mutiny, eh? Well, get used to it, because I have the meanest, toughest crew in all the ocean,
Aye, aye, Captain.
except for you.
Blackbeard, Blackbeard, Blackbeard's true. Blackbeard, Blackbeard, show his word for you. Blackbeard, Blackbeard, Blackbeard's true. Blackbeard, Blackbeard, show us what to do and steer the ship and grab the pail, hoist the sail, let her rip on Blackbeard's
I must admit, I do miss it.
Stop telling those old tales so we can get back to the present day.
Wait,
We have
what?
waiting.
It's you that are making me tell these stories.
Time to waste and here's your star. There's the door.
Oh, wait, what? Make up your mind. Ah, no! Oh, I'm telling you stories, and it's not up to you. Right, Sam?
All right.
Life's too short. You got to learn to relax and let time pass. The sailors or the beach bums sure have that part right. I just hope they remember to slip, slop, slap. Right, Sam?
Right.
Ah, yes. You know, there is something better than hanging out on the beach. You know what that is, Sam?
No, what?
Well, it's getting friends together, you know, to have a party! The beach is a perfect place for a party because you got the water right there and the sand is nice and warm and there's plenty of room to play beach ball! Right, Sam?
I'm right with ya. Beach party.
Welcome, welcome. Everybody's welcome at the party. My friends are coming to the party. Don't be sorry you might miss the party. Everybody's waiting for the party. Hey, it's time to party now. We are here to show you how. Fun and frolic under the sun. Are you ready to live up? Live up. 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 Let's beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Party. Party. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Beach ball. Party. Party. Hey, it's time to party now. We are here to show you how. Fun and frolic under the sun.
Hey, man.
There's nothing like getting some friends together to play beach volleyball.
We've been thinking, now that we're relaxed and all,
Maybe there is a point to your story about the pirates.
and that Edward Teach.
Oh, just call him Blackbeard. It's easier to remember.
Yeah, like Blackbird.
Beard. Blackbeard.
Right, Blackbeard.
Oh, so now you're interested, eh?
Well, not so much about the whole thing.
But there is that one part. The part about the loot.
The loot.
The gold?
The gold.
The silver.
The silver.
The treasure.
The treasure.
Oh, the treasure. I think you beach bums are too focused on money. You know, money isn't everything.
It takes money to be a beach bum and do nothing all day.
Yeah, you still got it beat.
Ever think about getting a job?
Oh!
So your plan is?
To find the treasure!
Oh, okay, I'm starting to see the picture. The world owes you a living, is that it? Oh, okay, alright. Well, then we'd better get back to the story since it's the only plan that you have. You know, the story goes that the loot is buried right here.
Yeah,
And it's probably in the sand somewhere. Some say it was marked by a big X, but I don't know what to think for sure.
All right, everybody start looking.
Okay. I thought you said we were going out to dinner tonight. What do you call this? We're out and it's time for dinner. Well, that's a start. What's the plan?
What was that? I think that was a disagreement.
Everybody look. Okay.
So what'd you find?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I found something. What did you find? I don't know. It's gooey like margarine. Margarine?
Butter.
Butter?
Margarine.
Oh, that's cocoa butter. Great for tans, but not for protection from the sun.
Here it is. I found the eggs. What's going on?
I think the Krabby Crabs want to throw you into the Dungeness. Get it? Dungeness crabs. Well, I just hope they don't do that Krabby dance. Uh-oh, here comes the dance! Look out! Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha! 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 Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha!
Aha, this way.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha! 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 Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha!
Thank goodness they're gone.
They don't want anyone messing with that X marks the spot, do they?
Oh no, not pirates! Parrots!
Pirates, let's get out of here!
Oh, I wish these beach bums would decide. Oh, hello, Polly. What do you know? Oh, I'm sorry, Polly, but I'm all out of crackers. Oh, Polly, I would give you one if I had some left. You know that, right?
I want sandwich. I want sandwich too. I want sandwich too. I want sandwich too. I still want an English muffin.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. Oh, don't be sad, Polly. How can such pretty birds be sad? Here, I have an idea. Pretty bird, what kind you like to please? Pretty bird, we always like the trees. Pretty bird, our voices are so sweet. Pretty, 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 pretty bird. Follow me, parrots. You might see us take a walk, stepping lightly with the flock. But when we all start to try to talk, that's when all the parrots make a rock. Rock! 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 Leo, birds! Oh, Polly is such a pretty bird. I'm not showing everyone how well you can talk. Repeat after me. What's up, duck?
What's up, Dad?
Land ho!
Let's go.
Leo, kitty, kitty, kitty. Rock! Rock! Pretty bird, what kind you like to meet? Pretty bird, we always like the trees. Pretty bird, our voices are so sweet. Pretty, 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 pretty bird. Pretty, 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 pretty bird.
treasure?
I'm in stepping you, Captain. Watch out for spying eyes.
Wait for me, you're going faster than a narwhal.
Everybody always has to carry the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, big boy. Yeah, you can do it.
You can take it from here.
Arrgh.
Ah, they were a brave and heroic crew, all right.
Arrgh.
Aw, pretty bird.
He's doing my English muffin.
I miss me parrot.
I miss me parrot too.
I miss me bird too.
I miss me parrot too.
I miss me parrot
I think the pirates are parroting the parrots. Now, let me get this straight. Do you miss your parrots?
Arrgh.
And because they miss their parents, they started to long for home and to think about their dear families that were so far away.
You know, lads, I'm beginning to think about my family that's so far away.
See what I tell you?
I can just see my mother's face. My brother should have just been learning to talk.
What's his first word gonna be?
Arrgh!
Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. No? Okay.
What's that you were saying?
It's how pirates laugh, Captain.
Hardy har!
Why didn't I know this? Well, it will come in handy when I find something funny.
Duh, Captain.
Where was I? Oh yes, I can't stand it. If we're all in agreement, I say we set sail for home. I'm homesick.
Aye, aye, Captain. Set sail for home.
Oh, but what do you need the treasure for? It'll just slow you down.
Yeah, we don't need no treasure.
But wait, lads, what if we need it for later? I say we hide it.
Hide it! Hide it! Hide it!
What are you doing?
Hiding the treasure. We'll mark it with this X, but I'm afraid we'll come back to find it stolen.
We'll watch it for you.
You will?
That's so nice. How will we ever repay
This is
you?
great.
No worries now.
Thanks, Pat.
Enough. Remember, we are the crabs.
Phew!
Cha!
I don't trust them. I say we hide it somewhere else. But where actually hide it? I'm afraid if we bury it in the sand, we'll come to find it washed away in the tide.
How about putting it in that giant clam?
I have an idea. How about putting it in this giant clam?
Now that'll never work. It'll be safe there.
It would be safe there.
Whatever you want.
And so they hid the treasure inside the clam's mouth. And then they paced off 6 paces.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Or,
Yeah. 4, 5, 6.
And then they marked the spot with a giant X. Evidently, that was the proper thing to do, because if you dug where the X was, you wouldn't find anything but sand. Pretty smart. Then off to sail for home and family, for they realize the true treasures in life are the people you care about and those who care for you.
to the ship!
I miss my
I
narwhal.
miss you, Chinchilla.
I miss my narwhal. Wait.
And so the pirates departed, and the sailors found their chance to grab the gold.
Ha ha ha! What a stroke of luck, boys.
Let's start digging. Hand me a shovel.
Don't just bring a shovel. I like to think of everything.
We just dig with our hands.
So Lieutenant Maynard went to dance marks the spot, and he paced off 6 paces. No, the other way. And then he went to the giant clam and opened Sam the Clam's mouth. Then he opened the treasure chest, and in it he found something very strange.
What's this?
Nope, the other thing.
Oh, what's this?
I'm getting to it. It was a special bottle stolen by Blackbeard. It was reported to be water from
The Fountain of Youth. Wow.
Without thinking, Lieutenant Maynard took a sip, and poof! It changed his life forever. Yes, that is a good story. I barely remember it. There is something I could add to this story, but
Stop following me.
for cross our bickering again. I'll finish the story later.
What did I do now? It doesn't matter. Why are you mermaids so happy all the time? Why aren't you?
What keeps you two fighting all the time?
I get my feelings hurt.
I get my feelings hurt too.
And why is that? What's the reason? He said saying.
He does too. Is that really it? Or do you take things wrong?
That could be true.
I don't mean to make you feel bad. Try not to take things personally or the wrong way.
Will you try? We'll try. Stop! Why don't you try to cheer up the crabs?
Because no matter what we say to them, they'll still be crabs.
Literally!
Shall we go?
I'd love to.
Their tune has certainly changed.
Chop! 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 Chop!
But theirs hasn't.
Chop!
Once a crab, always a crab.
From the sandy beach to the ocean floor.
Crabs rule!
Long live the crabs!
This way. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.